I'm back with another video for you. I do a pink champagne look for you using the Anastasia Shadow Couture palette. It has been one of my favorite palettes recently to work with because it's so universal and you can really do so many looks with that palette. They just came out with the self-made palette, which I really want to go get today. I know it's only online, so maybe I'll order it, but this look was fun to film for you guys because the pink, I don't know if you could see it right now, but the pink is just so fun to work with and I love using the pink shadow. Yeah, this look was super fun to film. If you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. And if you like it, if you like this video, please subscribe down below, comment what you want to see next, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. So to start out my look, I am going to be using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. My face is already moisturized. I'm taking that and just putting it all over my face. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Borgois Healthy Mix Serum, and I am in the shade number 52. And pump that and just make dots all over my face as usual. And there is a foundation version. This is just the gel foundation, so it does have a different consistency than the regular Borgois foundation. Using my N439 brush by Morphe, I'm just gonna buff that out on my face. And make sure you blend it so it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. And if you want to, you can always go back and put on more for more coverage, but I like a thin layer of this foundation because I feel like it can cake up a little bit. Now we're going to prime our lid. We're going to be using Soft Ochre by MAC. So I'm just gonna put this on the lid. Now we're going to be taking the Anastasia Shadow Couture palette, and I love this palette. They have so many universal shades. I'm going to be taking a Morphe MB23, and we're going to be taking the color Soft Peach, and we're just going to be dusting that all over the lid just to set that base that we had put down. And then also, we're going to just be dusting it in our crease to make a transition shade for all the other shadows that we're going to be putting down. Then we are going to be taking the MAC 224 brush, and I'm going to be taking Morocco, which is right here. And just putting that in the crease of our eye. And make sure to go very light-handed with this because you can always build the color up if you want. I'm just going to take a little more just to build that color up. I'm going to go back with my Morphe brush and pick up the color Fudge. Just dipping it in. We're going to go over Morocco. Just to give the eye a more chocolatey look. Then just switching off between these two brushes, just blending that color. Going back into Morocco for the other eye. fudge. Going back into fudge. And then taking the MAC 224 and just blending that out. Now we're gonna go into Pink Champagne. This is one of my favorite colors in this palette. And we're going to be taking a MAC 242 brush and taking the Pink Champagne and then putting it all over the lid. And not going past the crease of the eye. And I like to dip my brush back into Pink Champagne multiple times to build the color up. And then what I like to do is I like to take my finger, once we have that base of Pink Champagne down, and just take it and pat it, because I feel like my finger really picks up the pigmentation in the color. It's such a gorgeous color too. Okay. Now we're just gonna go back to our MAC 224 brush and just blend those shadows together. And you can always add more fudge if you want to give it extra dimension. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my concealer and just clean up the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using today, Maybelline Age Rewind and also Maybelline Dream Lumi to really highlight my under eye area. Just in a triangle motion. Down. And then I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Dream Lumi and twisting it and just going over where we put the Age Rewind down the center of my forehead and on my chin. And then I'm going to be taking my Morphe G2 brush, obviously, and just blending that out. I'm cleaning up the eyeshadow as I go. Like I'm taking the brush and I'm dragging it from my under lash line up so it creates a sharp line. Now that we have that done, I'm not gonna set my under eyes yet because I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Cream Contouring Kit and just contouring my cheeks out. I'm going to be taking this Vasanti brush and dipping it in these two shades right here. Just then carving out my cheekbones. There, on the temples, my forehead, and over here. I'll be taking my e.l.f. small stippling brush and just blending that out. And up. It's gonna be really harsh at first, but I promise it won't look as harsh after we're done. I'm just going to, I like to wipe the excess off on a paper towel. And then I just like to keep blending. And And I do have a trick if it comes out too harsh, which I will show you when I'm done doing the blending process. Make sure you want to get into your hairline so it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. Okay, now as you can see, it's not all blended, but what I like to do is I like to go back and with my foundation brush, with any excess foundation that I have on this brush, and I just like to blend it out so it doesn't look as harsh. See how it tones it down so much and it doesn't look like a harsh contour. This really helps, like the excess foundation on the brush really helps to settle down the contour. See how it's not as harsh now. I'm just gonna go back in with my Morphe G2 brush and get out any creases in my eye. And then I'm going to be setting my under eye with the NYX HD Setting Powder and my e.l.f. small taper brush. So I am just going to take that and put it under my eye. I'm pushing the product into my skin and then just wiping away any excess and then just dabbing that where I put the other concealer. If you want to set your contour, you can go into the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to be taking my M41 brush and just lightly dipping it in to this shade right here, which is called Subconscious, very lightly, and then just going over the contour that we have just to set it. And then I'm gonna go take my e.l.f. brush, and I'm just gonna take the middle shade and this lighter shade, and I'm just gonna dab it underneath my contour and let it sit for a little bit, so that way when we brush it off, the contour is sharp and it cleans it up a little bit also. I'm just gonna brush it away. See how it sharpens up the contour and cleans up if we made any mistakes. Okay. Now for blush, I'm going to be taking MAC Margin, and I'm going to be taking my MAC 129 brush and just lightly dipping it in. And dabbing it on my cheeks. Now I'm going to be taking my Rimmel Lash Accelerator and just coating my lashes with mascara. Now I'm going to be taking Tarte, the inner rim liner in nude. Just a nude liner. I'm lining my lash line with this. And this brightens up my eyebrow. This brightens up your eye. See the difference between this one and this one? My lower lashes with mascara. And last but not least, I'm going to be highlighting with none other than Becca Champagne Pop, and I'm going to be taking my Morphe M501 brush, swirling that around, just putting it on the tops of my cheekbones. Down the center of my nose, forehead, chin, and Cupid's bow. I'm not going to be putting on any lip liner, lipstick, or lip gloss because my lips are chapped, they're burnt, and they hurt. And that completes this